What do you need to know before applying to the PTA program? Hey, what's up guys? My name's Antonio and I work in physical therapy, and in this channel I talk about health tips, education, and exercises to help you live a healthier life. And in this series specifically, I'm talking about everything you need to know about PTAs. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about the application process and what you need to know before applying to the PTA program. The tips I'm about to give are just a general guideline of what you will need to know. So please check with the program that you are applying for what their exact specific requirements are. Know their criteria to be able to get into the program because it varies by which college you go to. So let's get to it. The first thing you will need to have before applying to the program is your ACT score or your SAT score sent to the college of your choice that you want to start the program. You will also need your official transcripts from high school and or college that you attended before that college. So know that ahead of time. The second thing you will need to know about that program is if it is a competitive program or if there is a wait list. So if it's a competitive program, then you will need to make sure you keep up a good GPA. So make sure you get good grades because it will impact if you get accepted into the program. And even for a waiting list program where it's not competitive, you just get put on a waiting list, you still might have to maintain a certain GPA to get accepted into the program. The next tip, super simple, and that is just fill out your application correctly. If you make mistakes, if you forget to fill out a certain section, you might get denied from the program. So you will do all that hard work just to get denied. So please take your time with it, fill that application out correctly. The next thing you will need is 2 or more references. So write down the 2 best people who will talk you up, like if their life depended on it. Just make sure that they're good references who can recommend the heck out of you, boy. Woo. Another thing you will need before applying to the program is all your prerequisite classes already done. So your gen eds, whether that's anatomy, physiology, all those things ahead of time, you will need to complete them. And make sure you get good grades while you do the classes. So get all your prerequisites out of the way. You'll be good to go. The next thing you will need is observation hours. Now this is just where you go and job shadow a PT or a PTA in their field. So check with your program to see if they require a specific field that you need to go job shadow in. If they don't, then you can go to an outpatient clinic, a hospital, nursing homes, anywhere where you will find a PTA or PT there. And all you will have to do is contact that place and ask them if you can come job shadow them. And make sure when you go and job shadow that place or that person, make sure you log that information down. Log how many hours you were there for, and please get a signature by the PT or PTA so you have proof that you were there. Because if not, you would have to do it again, which is an awful experience. Not saying I did it myself, I'm just saying I know some people who've had to do it, so please write that information down. The last thing you will need to do before applying into the program is taking your TEAS exam, T-E-A-S. Now this exam is required by all health science fields. It's a general test to test your general knowledge on reading, math, writing, sciences. It'll just test your general knowledge, but more specifically, it'll focus on the science portion, health sciences. So just know that ahead of time, you'll have to take that. I don't remember it being super difficult, but it might be. So there are study guides online if you need to study and prepare for it. So that was just a general guideline of things you need to have completed before applying to the program. But really quick, let me just give you a couple side notes, a couple things that will help you out. The first thing is make sure that the college you are applying for is an accredited program. So make sure it's legit. It's not a hokey program. The second thing you will need to check is look at their success rate. Look how many people have passed the final exam and became licensed PTAs who attended that college before you. Because if they have a really good success rate, then the chances are that you will pass that final exam. So those are a few tips to look at before choosing which program you want to do. Another thing, probably the most valuable tip I can give you that will save you a headache in the end of it, is check with your program director for everything you need to know. So your program director will be your best friend when it comes to knowing everything about the PTA program. So in my experience, I only talked to the general counselor instead of the director of the PTA program, and it was much harder than it needed to be. So the general counselor didn't know all the details, and they gave me wrong information, and it just made me take classes that I didn't need to take and waste money. But if you talk to the program director, they will tell you everything you need to know. Please talk with them. And they can give you a lot of tips. My college that I attended was super cool. They had everything laid out from start to finish of what classes I needed to take, what books I needed to buy, and everything that was going on in that program for the next 2 years of my life. It laid everything out, so it was super easy to follow. So I encourage you to talk to your program director before you apply to the program. So that's it, guys. Let me know in the comment section what college you plan on attending, and smash that like button if you found this video helpful, and let me know if there's anything else I can do for you. Peace!